Rules, lines, so
Please don't ask, you will forget yourself when you hear a doorbell. It's my mask, you cannot conceal that you are not real. Please don't ask, you will forget yourself when you hear a doorbell. It's my mask, you cannot conceal that you are not real.
Welcome to Zenith Astrology. Today we're going to be talking about the evolution of communication. Why it is that Gemini makes, for someone that needs to learn communication, and Libra and Aquarius do something totally different. So, communication, what is it? It's a Libran expression. Two things being said between two people. It's a relation that happens. It's a bond. It's a Libran thing first. The act is Libran. If you only have Gemini, then that's just communicating. If you don't have Gemini with Libra, that's not communicating with love, okay? Libra rules the act of love, the act of 50-50 communication. If you're not combining Gemini with the sign of Libra, then it comes off in a third house way. And you're going to have an unevolved form of communication. And this can go for any sign, anyone. You know, if you're a fire sign, you can also do the unevolved form of communication. You can just communicate that, but that's why fire mixed with air sign, like if it's a Gemini with a Leo moon, it's going to help them communicate with some type of passion, which is associated with feeling, more feeling, but still the combination of that placement is so intense, it's still going to make the person's communications come off selfish, because fire is a selfish energy. Fire also is looking to escape. It's very an escapist type of energy. So depending on what signs you have it with, can either decrease or increase the situation. But if you don't have love while you're communicating with someone, and I don't mean like, you don't have to use fake feeling either, because some people will take your communication when Aquarius is communicating with you, since we're the most evolved form of communication. You know that we're doing it with love, and there's no, if you try to blow it up and make it seem like we're in love with you, or like we're saying like, oh, you know, a lot of people will say that about Aquarians. Oh, when I talked to him, you know, he must like me because he talks in a loving way. That just means in general, because Aquarius talks to everyone with the most authentic amount of love. You know, love without agenda. Being in the beginning of the Zodiac, you really shouldn't be lazy. And Gemini gets activity, any type of activity, mixed up with them communicating effectively. And a lot of you guys don't know what that is, or you don't have any other Aquarius friends, or maybe you were raised in homes that were not loving. But Gemini, rules communication in a general sense, in a general manner. When you have certain planets come by in a house, Gemini will make everyone talk more. Not necessarily Geminis. Yes, Geminis too, because the sun is being emphasized, But Gemini, rules communication in a general sense, in a general manner. If Gemini is associated with communication, that doesn't mean Geminis know how to communicate. If you're on the first rung of communication, I would suggest to communicate authentically, or even astrologers. That's what an Aquarian is here for, so we can point it out to you what it is that you do and how it is that you do it. And being a fellow air sign, I've met a lot of Geminis, and they always have problems communicating effectively. The lower part of the Zodiac has a lot of ego attached to it, whereas the end of the Zodiac doesn't. So if Gemini likes communication, Libra loves communication. And the stretch between Gemini and Libra is very far. Very far. Just like a Libra can't wake up tomorrow and speak like an Aquarius. It takes work, it takes working with an astrologer. It takes calling me and asking me and sharing certain things that took place and asking me, is my communication effective here? That's what astrologers are here to do. We're here to, and especially Aquarian astrologers, because that's what we rule. Aquarius will seem like they're not good communicators, but we're the best communicators. There's an exchange of Aquarius fluids. Aquarius knows this, and we don't need you being lazy when we tell you something is going on with the society, or maybe there's something unhealthy going on, and you want to get in your feelings about, if we try to tell you what type of water to drink, and you don't want to do things the way that we're saying, we're going to have a problem with you. You're not going to be allowed to be interacting sexually with an Aquarius, because, we know through sexuality you can get certain things. And I would even say, everybody's afraid of the STDs. That's really minor. There's so many things, so many unhealthy things that you can take into yourself. Bad moods, fast food type of entertainments, irresponsible entertainment, irresponsible thought. That's what I'm emphasizing. If Gemini likes communication, Libra loves communication. And the next step is Aquarius knows communication. And since Aquarius rules the most amount of distance, these people, Aquarius is even farther than Libra. It's a shorter distance for Gemini to go to Libra than it is for Libra to go to Aquarius. Now Libra, I have seen, they make pretty good communicators. They love to communicate, whereas Gemini likes to communicate. Aquarius knows how to communicate. So both Libra and Gemini are working on getting to the Aquarius part of communication, just like all other signs. Aries knows how to do a certain thing, and Leo knows how to do a certain thing, and Sagittarius knows how to do a certain thing with their fire, and it's each more evolved. That's why Gemini is really here to learn communication. They don't make for the best communicators. Aquarius is more about circulation. We rule things that are circular in nature, circulating, and blood circulation is ruled by us. And that's what Aquarius does. I would say Aquarius is an even communication. It's circulation. Because to get a healthy society, you need the most advanced form of communication. Which is what Aquarians are doing. We rule circulation. And when Aquarius communicates, it's communicating to make the society healthier. Not to win in a conversation, not to be a know-it-all. They're sharing certain types of information to make you healthier. And the closer that you get to an Aquarius, the bigger the problem, because you can put certain things in your body that the Aquarian doesn't want in theirs. Libra is a guard against Aquarius. Like, if Gemini doesn't do the Aquarius part, if Gemini doesn't do the Libra part, they're not going to get to the Aquarius. They're not going to keep the Aquarius. Aquarius will not communicate with you unless you do the Libra part first. And if you're not communicating appropriately, that's the end goal, circulation. Because if you're not circulating things correctly in your body, you become unhealthy. That's why the society becomes unhealthy. Because you're lazily communicating with other people. So the circulation stops. That's what Aquarius rules, the circulation between everyone. And when you don't communicate effectively, when you start getting all in your feelings, the Aquarius knows more than me, and well, why do they have feelings and I don't? That's not for me to do. That's for you to work on in your own type of spirituality. And Aquarius actually comes by and is spending time with you to get you to feel more, to get you to talk more, to get you to say what it is that you really feel. That's why Aquarius rules sickness. Our thing has waves on it. We rule roller coasters. People make us sick, and we don't like too much sugar. Like, Aquarius is allergic to too much sugar, and when people are being too sweet, and you only want to hear sweet things, you don't want to hear what the Aquarius really went through. You don't want to interact or communicate with the Aquarius on how to help them, how to be of service to them. We have to spell it out for you in so many ways. We have to make it easy for you to give us stuff, find us, and give us stuff. I'm not saying all Aquarians, but Aquarius rules shock for a reason. So that's basically it. When you're not having healthy communication, the circulation of the society is going to begin to decay. Circulation is one of the most important things. That's why when people are getting old, the doctor says get up and move around. Aquarius rules moving around. But not in a don't move for just because you're afraid of death and you want to be healthy. Move because for the love of the other people that you're trying to help. So, that's basically my video on Communication versus circulation.